Hello everyone and welcome to Schicky StarCraft's first replay cast. I'm your host, Schicky. Firstly, I'll be blunt. I'm not a pro. I'm not a scrub. But I hope some people will find this entertaining. The majority of my casts will be of myself, ranging from wins to losses. Yes, I will post losses as well. I'll try to commentate what I think I did well and what I think I could improve on. Enough for now. Let's just jump into the game and get this going. This is a gold level match. Myself, Schicky, spawning as the red Protoss in the 9 o'clock position up against Grap P1. I'm just going to call him Grap for the rest of the game. Spawning as the blue Zerg in about the 5 o'clock position. Both doing some fairly standard openings. I do play Toss the majority of the time. And like I said, I am in the Gold League division. I previously was in Silver, and then after the reset, it moved me to Platinum. And after the most recent reset, I've been put back into Gold. I think I fit well into Gold. Like I said, I'm not a pro, not a scrub. As you can see, with my 9th probe, I am making my pylon and continuing to make probes when I have the resources. Grap down here is doing the same, spawning drones. Looks like he's getting his overlord here at 10. He's already scouting out with his first one. And he's got his second overlord up, and he's building more drones. He's at 12 population already. My scout, I usually try to go around the base as so. I try to make a fairly good couple loops so that I can see what he's doing. I try to see his spawning pool so I can know exactly when he's doing that. It'll give me an idea of what he's building towards. One thing, my biggest tip for anyone who is looking to improve, scout. If you're a bronze player and you don't scout, and you start scouting, you will get moved up to the Silver League if you start scouting and reacting to your play. Most people's problems are they don't scout, they don't know what their opponent's doing, they're acting blindly, and then their units just don't counter what the other person's building. Back here in my base, I'm getting my assimilator after my gateway. I usually go gateway around 13, and then assimilator, pumping out the probes some more, and then I go for my next pylon. I continue to use chrono boost whenever I can, and then immediately transfer 3 probes onto gas. A little blunder there. I actually put 5 minerals into the gas tank and wasted those. Big deal, I guess. After my gateway's up, I usually try to put up a cybernetics core right away. Allows me to transition into sentries, stalkers, or robotics facility if I do please so. My probe is still scouting around his base. I have seen the spawning pool at this point, but I don't know if he's going for a hatchery. I didn't actually check on the way out. I just stopped him at the choke point. As you can see, he's taking his Zerglings towards where my probe was heading to make sure I wasn't proxying him. One thing they added in patch 9 here is the little decals around spawning pools, hatcheries, and other things. This is my first time actually noticing. If you'll look, there's different decals around the hatchery than there is around the spawning pool. That's new to me. I thought you picked your decal set and that's what you had around all your buildings. Anyways, he's sending a couple first Zerglings out here to see if he can scout my base. Back in my base, I do have a Zealot out trying to guard the ramp, pushing him back. Getting my second gateway up, and a little common tip here, if your second Zealot isn't quite out yet, put your probe up there and help block the ramp because it will prevent you Zerglings from getting a surround on your Zealots. Continuing to build pylons, I did get myself supply locked here, but it really doesn't matter because I have fairly well saturation at my minerals already. Add 2 more onto that for the guys that were in the geyser, and that's fairly well. I am putting my Robo Bay up, and as well getting a couple more probes. I could stand to have a few more on minerals, as I've only got 16. Ideally, there's of course 8 mineral patches. You'll want to have at least 2 per mineral patch. If you have a couple more, as you can see, if they can't mine, they will actually go to one they can mine from. They'll try to get efficient. Generally, the AI is actually fairly efficient in StarCraft 2 compared to StarCraft 1. Continuing here with my gateways, I am pumping on a couple sentries against Zerg. I really do like to get sentries for the force fields and of course for the Guardian Shield. Very popular against anything that's ranged, as it does reduce incoming damage by all ranged attacks by 2. So with a Zealot's 1 armor, that actually is going to be 3 armor. 0 shields, 2 shields. Guardian Shield is 75 energy, and it's a range 4 aura, so roaches works very well against. And Force Field, 50 energy. You guys all know what Force Field is. Many people on the forums call it OP. I call it good use of micromanagement of your troops. Back in his base, he does have his queen, his Hydra Den. He's already got layer tech. He's got quite a few larvae and some minerals and gases. He is supply locked at the moment. As you can see here, he does have his natural expansion, and he is starting to saturate it as well. He's got 8 drones on there already, 1 per patch. That's pretty good to start. Scooting along here, you'll see my observer. I like to get observers out as fast as I can out of the Robo Bay. I usually chrono boost it, just because I love to see what my opponent is doing. Like I said, scouting is very key in this game. He is